Hey, John here. I just want to share with you the three most common ways that moving companies rip off their clients. And they're not always super obvious, but often they are. So, the absolute number one is underestimating the time and therefore the cost of what the move is actually going to entail. So, most moving companies charge per hour and will give an estimate over the phone. So you tell them some information about your move. They say, okay, we charge blankety blank dollars per hour for X number of movers and X number of trucks. And we think this move might take 5 to 8 hours. So you go 5 to 8 times however much they said per hour. And you go, okay, that's the range of what this move might cost. So that's what you're expecting. Now, one sleazy little trick that some, rougher companies will do is intentionally tell you a low time frame. If they know that amount of movers, it's probably going to take 8 to 12 hours, and they tell you 5 to 8, that number is going to look really favorable compared to a different estimate you get from a different company if they tell you the true amount. Their estimate might look like 33% less than someone else. So if you're just basing it based on, oh yeah, they charge a similar rate per hour, but these guys, must be a lot faster or something because they said it's only going to take this long. It makes sense that you would hire that company. But then move day comes and it takes way longer. So that is a pickle. You're in a pickle. Now you're told, yeah, 5 to 8 hours for this move, but it takes them 6 hours to load the truck. And now you're going, what? If this is going to be another 6 hours to unload the truck, I'm at 12 hours. Plus other things are going to add to this. This is terrible. I would have never chosen these guys. Well, they know that. And they also know you can't do anything at that point. All your items are in their truck. What are you going to do? Say, get out of here? Like, they have everything you own. So unfortunately, that's a big one. Second thing is hidden fees before offloading the truck. So maybe they say, we're going to charge you X dollars per hour, blah, blah, blah. Then they show up on the move and they might say it right away, and they might wait until they're at the destination and starting to unload the truck. And they say, actually, that's just our base rate. But we're also going to charge you for travel time. Maybe they didn't mention that before. So that would be the time to get from their yard to your house and from the destination back to their yard. If they didn't mention that, that's a problem. They need to talk about that ahead of time. They might also mention, oh, there's going to be a stair fee. So every flight of stairs, we're charging X more dollars per hour. Some even do stuff like heavy item fee. Like, ooh, this thing is heavy. We're going to charge extra for it, which is kind of crazy because that's supposed to be just like part of your normal rate because obviously there's going to be heavy things. So depending on how rough they're feeling that day, maybe they just say, this is heavy, this is heavy, this is heavy, this is heavy. You've got 25 heavy items and each one is an extra $50. And you're like, what? That's well over $1,000 extra that I wasn't expecting. Anyway, all sorts of stuff. I've heard crazy ones. Oh, it's a bit of a long walk. We're going to add an extra X dollars per hour. So there's another one. So you don't want to get hit with hidden fees. So probably your best protection against this is to get a quote in writing ahead of time that says, this is what the cost of my move will be, or it will not be above this price. Most companies are pretty reluctant to do that. So if they don't do that, that you can probably steer clear of them. Unless they have unbelievable reviews and lots of people that have moved with them, then you can feel a lot better about it. And lastly, this is for hourly rate companies, which is the vast majority of companies. It is wasting time. Intentionally going slower than their capabilities are so that the move takes longer. Because think about it. If you're getting paid by the hour and you can make a 5-hour job take 8 hours, you've kind of won, right? You've added 3 hours of pay to your day. And if those are your movers, if that's your moving company, and you get more money if they take longer, and employees get more money if it takes longer, pretty hard to tell them not to do that. Pretty hard for them to listen to that too. So in an ideal world, you could find a moving company that says, we will charge you this much for the job and it will not go more than that. And that's my company. So check it out. I actually could do a whole video that probably would be 15 plus minutes long on just various ways moving companies waste time in a subtle way where you don't know they're being inefficient. And unless you are in the industry or really watching, you wouldn't actually realize that they are just milking it. So stay tuned for that. But if you do want an experience where you don't have these hidden fees or unexpected things come up, give Fraser Valley Movers and Storage a shot.